All right, here we go. We're going to give it another shot today with Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen, as you can see. Scotty Boy is, I see in the chat saying fingers crossed. Hopefully everything goes well today. Yeah, we'll see what's happening. Let's start a new game, and let's get into this.
There is a magical operation of maximum importance.
Mm-hmm.
The initiation of a new aeon. When it becomes necessary to utter a word, the whole planet must be bathed in blood.
Call your dogs! They can feast on your corpses!
For fulfilling the circular mallet of the Sunfan,
Thank you, Sean.
you are hereby damned. The pleasures of the flesh are no longer yours. You have but one purpose, damned warrior. You will serve us for eternity.
And so,
The tavern's closing. Best be on your way, stranger.
What? No mug of ale for a weary traveller from distant Corhagen? I can reward you well, for I am of noble blood.
I stay open for no man in these dark times. Things come with the night that no sane man would welcome.
And so I left, cold of heart and soul, forced to the road and the long, bitter night.
yes, the long, bitter night. So we are back here with Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Everything is well and good. We got the GOG version, GOG. I bought it online because I was tired with that other version I had that wasn't working. This one's a little bit different. You can use the analog stick with this one. So we'll see what's up here. If you guys are having any issues or anything, just let me know in the chat. Thank you, Scotty Boy. Thank you, Sean Tucker, for stopping by. Now let's go get killed.
That's him!
Nope. Oh no! Run away, Kain! Run away! Run! Go into the room! Ah!
End it! Now!
Bummer. Thank you, Scotty Boy.
They fixed us. Suffering to the conquered. Ironic that now I was the one suffering. Not anything as pedestrian as physical pain, rather the cruel jab of impotent anger. The hunger for revenge. I didn't care if I was in heaven or hell. All I wanted was to kill my assassins. Sometimes, you get what you wish for. The Necromancer Mortanius offered me a chance for vengeance, and like a fool, I jumped at his offer without considering the cost. Nothing is free, not even revenge.
You will have the blood you hunger for.
I awoke to the pain of a new existence, in a dank womb of darkness and decay.
Yes, this is Kain. He is woken from the dead. So yes, this is Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, the second attempt at us doing this. And so far so good. Seems to be this version of the game I got is working. So we're going to do the Let's Play. I'm going to be talking about some stuff about the game for those of you who aren't familiar with it. And for those of you who are OGs of this cult classic, feel free to chime in, comments, chats, wherever you're watching this. So this is Kain. We're in a mausoleum. We woke up after we were murdered, and we were resurrected by Mortanius, voiced by Tony J, as a vampire to get our revenge.
The sanctuary spell enables me to travel to my crypt, where the soil of my grave provides me respite. I often resort to this when I am weak and need nourishment.
It's like grape juice. So yeah, so this is they call this a Zelda type of game. A lot of people have called this like Vampire Zelda, because it's one of the last games to have this kind of overhead, left-right blocky movement.
Reputed to have been ripped from the chest of the greatest vampire to have ever existed, Janos Audron, the heart of darkness restores vampiric unlife. Life is precious, Janos discovered, as it was torn, throbbing and bleeding from his own body.
And that's Simon Templeman as the voice of Kain. You'll be hearing a lot of him in this play.
This ancient vial bears with it a dark gift indeed, for with it my life force is increased.
Yep, you're right about that, Sean Tucker. It's the same voice actor. They explained it as they decided to go with Tony J as the Elder God in the other games. But that did provide a bit of an issue when they got to the last game in the series where they had to bring Mortanius back, and it was voiced by a different actor who I believe also was a voice in the God of War games, if I'm not mistaken.
These ancient symbols of power contain raw magical energy that increases my own capacity to summon energy for the spawning of spells.
I don't now. The good question is, why do these groundskeepers have these women tied up in the mausoleum? I don't know why. I don't think we want to know why. Let's keep going here. The skeletons. There's the map there, so you have a map where you can see everywhere you're going. Again, old school style of game, totally. But it's a lot of fun, as I remember. I haven't played this outside of our little kerfluffle the other day. I haven't played this game in probably 10 years. Last time I played it, I enjoyed it.
Within the walls of these chambers I could find respite, and if I so chose, resume my journey when my weariness abated.
He's a fantastic voice actor. Yeah, well, this entire cast, and I'll go over the cast at some point in time. You have like an all-star cast. One of the characters is famous for being Skylar White, Walter White's wife from Breaking Bad. She was in this way before Breaking Bad. A bunch of other names that you'll probably recognize from other games or Disney cartoons or stuff. This is one of the first games that really, because before this, games with voice acting were like, oh no, so they actually hired like talented theater.
The world had
actors
changed
for
to
this.
my eyes. I had not expected such cruelty from the light, for in the embrace of the sun I could find no comfort, only malice. This would change in time for the worse. along with other things. When rainfall comes, vampires are wise to find shelter from its acidic touch.
See, as I said, rain affects him because he's a vampire, so you know they can't get wet. I don't even know if I have to really need to save. I guess I do need to save because I'm not on the emulator anymore, so I do need to save. And yeah, this game's got those old school save points, so if you get killed somewhere, you got to go all the way back. But you know, it's all good. See what's down here, and it has the day to night issue. I should say issue. It's a feature, not a bug. But it's so at night, as a vampire, Kain gets stronger. And by day, his powers and his magic are a bit weaker. He loses energy a lot faster in the daytime too. Now, the good thing about this game is you don't have to kill everything. Like this guy. See if I can get him to kill his own girl. Do it. I mean, he won't be needing her. So, as with Zelda, you go on and you pick up magic, you pick up potions, you pick up new weapons and armor. Again, this game is described by many as Zelda with vampires. Don't ask LOL weirdos. Yeah, what are you guys doing with these girls in here? And I do love how the blood spills over if you have full life and you get more energy. Alright, so zoom in here. I don't need to kill you, honey. Let's keep going. Puzzles are like that. They're block puzzles like that. So you gotta figure out which block. This is basically a tutorial part of the game. And they're teaching you all the mechanics of what you need to do. Here's another puzzle. And open that up. Oh. Just let him sit there. Just sit there, dude. Just hang out. Just hang out. Doors open up.
These curious devices hurl bolts of whirling energy and eviscerate my human enemies by stripping ragged flesh from blood-stained bone.
Ragged flesh from blood-stained bone. Interesting. So you have a dark diary, the world map. So this is the world of Nosgoth. We will be exploring almost all of this. And that's our destination there. They highlighted it where we're at where the arrows are, and we're heading towards the Pillars of Nosgoth. And get familiar with the Pillars of Nosgoth because you'll hear about it about 8 billion times in this game series. Let's see. Nope. I want to continue. Try to get the, there we go. So here's your items menu. There's the Heart of Darkness if you need to get new life or energy. Keep that on you to keep lives. And this is the weapon he was just talking about. So you can equip a weapon by doing that. And I think it's this button. Not that button. You'll get a whole bunch of that stuff as the game goes on. There's a guy here.
Oh, please, help me, kind sir!
Help me, kind sir. I don't think I'll be helping you. I think I'll be leaving you to die there. So what you been up to, Sean Tucker, Scotty boy? You guys had a good week so far? Anybody watching Dynamite tonight? I'm actually kind of excited because this is a go-home show, Dynamite, so they gotta do something great tonight. Can't be like it's been the past couple. Well, last week was really good actually. I really liked the show last week. I'm also looking forward to seeing Creed this week. So we see that tomorrow. It should be awesome. I heard it was really good. So you get more more items here. You can move some stuff, some things you can't move. I do love the music in this game. It's very atmospheric and spooky and dark, and just makes you think of bad things. So we got a full moon tonight. We got a full moon. We got a wolf out here calling out to us. We're out in the rain.
Hunger and weakness are no bar to vengeance's call. I would find my slayers and send them back whence I came.
Whence I came. And now we get revenge against these buggers who killed us. Good luck with that.
Have a seeker. If we put you down once, we could do it again.
What trickery is this?
What trickery? It is not trickery.
Their sneering faces were forever etched upon my memory. I had crossed death for this moment. My mind was empty save for one thought. I would kill.
There is no greater release than that from vengeance sated. With my assassins dead, my quest was over.
Game over. Thanks for playing, guys. So that was Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. We got revenge against the guys that killed us, became a vampire. Great game. Absolutely fantastic. So thank you guys for checking. Thank you guys.
It is not over, Kain. These fools were merely the instruments of your murder, not the cause.
What?
Look to their masters. Look to the pillars. And gain way to the fortress of the mind.
Ah. You're on a road trip to Rochester, Sean. What's up in Rochester?
This was where the bloody deed of my murder took place. I would not be kind to the denizens that lurk here. They would taste my steel, and I their blood.
You're right, we do need a Ve Victus counter. How many times will Kain say Ve Victus in this game? I do not know. It's like 50? 50 maybe? Oh, so this is a pleasant thing you can do. You can go into houses and, you know, people tend not to like you. Because you're a vampire. Oh, yeah. You let me go out there, you bastard. You let me go out there and get killed. You're just gonna hide back there? I'll come back for you. I'll come back for you. So, you can go in here now. This person's sleeping, as you can hear them snoring. But we can kill them. And he's dead. Just one of the, again, the funny thing about this is one of those early games that did stuff like this. Because before this, games were all like Mario and Zelda, and it was all cutesy kid stuff. Then PlayStation came out, and you got this game. This game came out about the same time as Tomb Raider, the first Resident Evil, Metal Gear Solid. So it was all that this whole far more mature, or at least I should say far more bloody kind of games. There's something up there. We're gonna keep going. There's secrets in this game.
The Necromancer had offered me no warning as to what my resurrection would entail, and yet I must confess in my haste I had not sought one. Was his gift a curse? I would seek the pillars for an answer.
I love how the people die in here and they like scream bloody hell and turn into bloody skeletons. Alright, so the Necromancer, the guy who got us back to life, wants us to go seek him out. The pillars of Nosgoth. Die. Oh yes. Old school games with the diagonal shooters. Guess what? If I'm standing here, you can't get me.
Victor!
I think that's 5 Victuses so far.
Victor!
6. We do need a counter. Just seconds of
Victus!
and the band isn't playing near me, so a 3-hour road trip. Oh wow, 3 hours. That's not that bad of a road trip though. I've been on longer than this. I think the longest one I ever took was to Detroit from the East Coast. Wasn't too bad. Sun is out. So you notice now that the sun is out, it takes me 4 hits to kill these guys instead of just 3.
The pillars of Nosgoth. Even in life, few sights have moved me such as this. I marvel that such beauty should grace our dying world.
No man, next week is Albany. That's 6 hours from Toronto. Wow.
As daylight chases darkness, the vampire's power wanes.
Before we lose too much power. So now we are at the Pillars of Nosgoth. See if they.
Nopraptor, your madness has shattered our dreams and blinded you.
Keep your distance, or I'll send you back to hell, spirit!
There is nothing left of me to fear, vampire. I'm only a shadow of my former self, Ari, the balance of the Circle of Nine. Even so, I can provide the answers you seek.
I seek only a cure.
There is no cure for death, only release. You must destroy the sorcery that is now poisoning Nosgoth. Only then will you realize peace. The 9 of the Protectors of Hope were sworn to use their powers to preserve our world. Now these pillars have been corrupted by a traitor. My murder at the hands of this beast drove my love Nopraptor mad. Now he spreads misery and pain among the Circle, crumbling the very foundation of Nosgoth. You must restore balance. You must right the pillars of Nosgoth.
I care not for the fate of this world.
Then for yourself, Kain. Beware the unspoken.
Nopraptor, with his blind act of vengeance, threatened to destroy all of Nosgoth. Each Circle member was bonded to the pillar he served. The pillars reflected the mental state of their servants, and as the minds of the Circle degenerated and descended farther into dementia, the pillars crumbled. To restore them, each member of the Circle had to die, and the artifact that served as their link to the pillar had to be returned. Only when all the pillars were restored did Ariel claim my curse would end. And so, my hunt for Nopraptor began. The Pillar of Nature, protected by the Druid Bane.
Yes. So there was a lot there to unpack, but as he explained, so the basic goal of this game and this story is Kain has been turned into a vampire. He's come across Ariel, who is the Anna Gunn from Breaking Bad, Skylar White, and she's let him know that at the beginning of that cinematic we saw at the beginning was her being murdered at the balance scales. Of course, she's the balance guardian. You do get a little bit of a hint if you look at that the outline of the person who did it as to who it is. Is a bit of a spoiler for people new to the game, but those of us we all know who did it. And we now have to go to these 9 different guardians of these 9 pillars. Now, the 9 pillars of Nosgoth hold Nosgoth together. It's basically like the life force of this world. And because Ariel, who maintained balance, was murdered, everything is thrown out of balance. all the current guardians have gone crazy, including her husband, who's sewing his eyes shut like he's in a Nine Inch Nails video or something. So we have to go around and now kill the old guardians, return and restore the pillars to their rightful nature. I almost want to talk like him when I talk about this game. You have to talk all dramatic. Yeah, here you go.
The Pillar of Dimension, protected by the planar azimuth.
So those are all the pillars, dimension. All right, how do we activate that? Do we just walk up to them? I guess we just walk up to them, huh?
The Pillar of Balance, once defended by Ariel. The pillars choose their own.
That'll be important too. The pillars choose their own
The
guardians.
Pillar of Death, protected by the Necromancer Mortanius.
You remember Mortanius? He's the one that
The
brought us
Pillar
back
of
to life.
Time, protected by the Time Streamer Mobius.
Mobius, definitely another big one if you want to remember. Some of these.
The Pillar of Energy, protected by the Energist de Jewel.
Bejeweled. Not Bejeweled, not a game, but Bejeweled. So I think we've seen all the pillars. Anyway, you guys get the idea. The pillars in Nosgoth. Ariel is bound here. She cannot go anywhere. She needs us to solve this problem in order for her to escape. So, we now need to go here and continue our journey and hunt down Upraptor, her husband. Alright, so let's see. I love it, or it's just me on the road. I have the most clarity when I'm driving. It's like meditation. I can see that.
In bat form, I can travel great distances with ease. From my vantage in the heavens, no region of Nosgoth is forbidden to me.
Okay. So we can turn into a bat.
These beacons serve as landmarks during my flights in bat form. Once I have committed their locations to memory, I can always return.
So everybody dies, Scotty boy. Everybody's got to die. But again,
They Victus!
in 1996, this was a dark concept.
They Victus!
Let's leave him be. You can say that for a little bit. Let's see what's in here. So like again, like Zelda, there are dungeons, right? So when you enter a dungeon like that, there's a little thing on the floor that kind of tells you what the dungeon is all about, what you're getting from it. And we are going to come here to get some unnatural light. Because, you know, vampires don't like the natural light. But unnatural light can be helpful. Mobius was such a bastard. That is very true. Mobius is we got a long road to venture here with Mobius in this series. I don't even have to kill these guys really. They're in the way. Increased life. I have said that this game is very much like the Witcher games. And the Witcher is sort of like a Kain kind of character.
While it is true that natural light weakens a vampire, magical light can have many uses indeed.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it can. All right, now how do we get it? There we go. So there's magical light. This is Sanctuary. That takes us back to our crypt so we can heal up. This one is the Sanctuary spell. So we got some light. We can see what's going on now. See all these victims strung up against the wall. Tasty. She gets to play as a vampire. Which is awesome. Everything in here sounds like it's dying a horrible death. kill him. Sorry, buddy. I need to pick me up. That tastes like Mountain Dew. Oh, we gotta do something here. And the light will eventually go out, but you can always bring it back. Don't really need to. I know where I'm going. It sounds so tortured. Sorry, buddy. I'm not here to save anybody. And that's Kain's whole thing. He is not a hero.